Hello, families. Hola, kids. ¿Cómo están? I hope you guys are doing well. We're going to begin with Haggerty. Today is Monday. Hoy es la segunda semana, the second week, and it's Monday. So I'm excited that you are here with me. Estoy emocionada que tú estás aquí. We're going to start off with Haggerty. And this is the part where you guys are going to listen to Miss D and you guys are going to respond. Van a estar escuchando a Miss D y van a estar respondiendo a mis preguntas. Primero vamos a rimar. We're going to try to rhyme. And then we're going to find the first sound of a word. And then we're going to blend sounds together to make words. And then we're going to find the middle sound, the medial sound. So primero vamos a rimar. Vamos a buscar el primer sonido de la letra. Vamos a poner los sonidos juntos para hacer palabras y luego lo último vamos a encontrar el sonido del medio. Let's begin. We will produce or say words that rhyme with a word I say. I will say a word and you will tell me a word that rhymes. Okay, and when we make rhyming words, we change the first sounds and the medial and final sounds always stay the same. Cuando rimamos, el medio y el último sonido se oyen igual. Tell me a word that rhymes with stall. Say with me, stall. Stall. All. What rhymes with all? Stall. Okay. Couple of seconds more. Think about it. Piénsalo. Stall. I hear some of you guys saying small, right? Stall, all. Small, all. What about wall? Yes. Wall, all. Stall, all. What about ball? Ball, all. Stall, all. Good job, guys. Which word rhymes with girl? ¿Qué palabra rima con girl? Try to think about it. Piénsalo. Okay, we have swirl, twirl, and pearl, because all of them have earl at the very end. Girl or earl, swirl or earl, twirl or earl. Oh my gosh, tongue twister. Pearl, earl. There you go. Tell me a word that rhymes with shade. ¿Qué palabra rima con shade? Think about it, piénsalo. Okay, let's go over. Trade. Does trade rhyme with shade? Yes. Shade, aid. What about blade? Blade, aid. Shade, aid. What about grade? Grade, aid. Aid. Those are all good. I would say a word, you will repeat the word and isolate the first sound you hear. We will be isolating the first sound of a consonant blend. We are listening for the first sounds we hear in a word that begins with the consonant blend. Two consonants that each make their own sounds, okay? So we're going to be looking at the word grumpy. Gr, gr, gr. What's the first sound? G, 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 g. What about student? Student. Tell me the first sound. Yo quiero oír el primer sonido. The word is cluster. K, 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 k. Your word is slipper. Sound is S, the first sound. Your last one, flamingo. Which one do you hear? Flamingo. Right? F. When we read words, we say the sounds and blend them together. I will say 3 sounds and you will blend the sounds into a word, okay? Ch, ah, p. We have chop. W, I, t. We have white. Tell me. Th, is, this. Th, is, this. What about th, we have thumb. Sh, e, we have sheep. Th, we have them. There you go. And that's about it for today. We're going to do our review skill. Okay, we're going to start with our review skill. Vamos a comenzar con nuestra palabra que vamos a estar practicando todos los días. And this is going to be our magic E. Everyone say magic E. And this is the rule for magic E. Esta es la regla de la E mágica. When a word ends in a magic E, the E jumps back over one consonant and makes the vowel say its name, the first vowel say its name. Cuando una palabra termina con una E mágica, la E salta un consonante más atrás y hace que la primera vocal diga su nombre. ¿Qué son nuestros vocales? What are our vowels? Can you guys say them with me? A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. Esas son nuestras vocales. These are our vowels, and we're going to be practicing. Miss D is always going to be saying, write the sound that says A. And this is the way that you need to write it down. Esa es la manera que la tienes que escribir. Cuando Miss D dice, escribe el sonido que dice A. Y vas a escribir esto. A, consonant. E says A. Say it with me. A, consonant. E says A. Dilo conmigo. A, consonant. E says A. Vamos a practicar a decir esta. E, consonant. E says E. Say it with me again. E, consonant. E says E. Let's move on to the next vowel. I, consonant E says I. Say it again. Dilo conmigo otra vez. I, consonant E says I. Let's move on to the next one. O, consonant E says O. Practice it. O, consonant E says O. And our last one is going to be U, consonant E says U. Say it again. Dilo otra vez conmigo. U, consonant E says U. Okay? Acuérdate, tienes que acordar nuestras vowels A, E, I, O, U. Y que no se te olvide eso porque... Okay, so we've been practicing these as blends, okay? Sk, sk. These consonant blends, remember what it was? Two consonants that each make their own sound. Dos consonantes, dos letras, que dijimos sus dos sonidos. Oímos los dos sonidos. Let's move on to the next one. Sk, 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 sk. Let's move on to the next one. Sm, sm, sm. Let's move on to the next one. Sk, 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 sk. Let's move on to the next one. Sm, sm, sm. Let's move on to the next one. Sp, 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 sp. Sn, 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 sn. Say it with me. Dilo conmigo. Dilo conmigo. St, 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 st. Sw, 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 sw. Tw, tw, tw. tw, coal, coal, k, o, coal. Say it together. F, o, full, full, full. Bull, bull, b, o, bull. Go, go, g, o, g, o. So va a decir go, go, go. O, po, po, po. S, o, slew, slew, slew. Y'all did great. Let's move on to new skill. Our new skill that we're going to be practicing today is going to be our blends. So son dos letras, dos consonantes que oímos los dos sonidos. In this one, we're going to be hearing okay? So let's look at b, burr. Say it with me. Burr, burr. K, k, cur, cur. Okay, at the top we have burr, ache, break. Remember, we have magic E at the very end. So the magic E gives power to the vowel, and the vowel say its name. This one is a vowel A. A says A, okay? Dr, 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 dr. I, drip. D, dr, drip. Practica conmigo, say it with me. K, cur, crab. Let's use our fingers. D, Let's use our fingers. D, dir, drum. Let's move on. Okay, I want you to finger tap this one. Cur. I, b. We have crib. Let's move on to the next one. Der. O, drone. Der. O, drone. Let's move on to the next one. Keep saying it with me. Burr. An, bran. Say it again. Burr. An. Remember that glued word, an? Bran. Cur. Crust. Crust. Okay, we're going to be moving on to words to spell. This is where you guys are going to write down your letter sounds. I'm excited for this part, okay? So if you have your SRS forms, I want you guys to take them out. We gave you some of these at the end of the school year. Te dimos uno de estos cuando se acabó la escuela en tu folder, in your folder, so if you can take it out. Si no lo tienes, if you don't have it, just take out a paper and a pencil. Whatever works, okay? Parents, if you're there, get ready. We're going to begin. Vamos a comenzar. If you want to press pause, si quieres ponerle pausa al video y agarrar estos materiales to go get these materials, go ahead. Miss D is going to start. Write the sound that says ch. Escríbelo. Escribe el sonido que dice ch. Gonna give you a couple of seconds there. Okay. Write the letter that sounds ah. A, A, A. Escribe la letra que suena A, 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 A. Gonna give you a couple of seconds there. This one's an easy one. Okay? Ah. Shouldn't take that long to write it down. Let's move on to the next one. Vamos a movernos a la siguiente. This one's a blend. Write the blend that sounds go, 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 go. Write it down, escríbelo. Go, go. Write it down. You got this. Tú sí puedes. Couple of seconds more. The next one, la siguiente. Write the blend that says full, full, full. Write it down. Escríbelo. That's another blend. It's two consonants. We hear both sounds. Bull. Couple of seconds more. Okay, this next one, write the sound. Shh. Escribe el sonido. Shh. Write it down. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds more. Okay, the last one. Write the letter that sounds E. Escribe la letra que suena E. How do you spell E? ¿Cómo se hace? ¿Cómo se escribe E? This one should be easy too because we reviewed it at the beginning of the video, okay? Lo repasamos al principio del video. Okay? Good job, everyone. I hope everyone is done. If you're not done, go back with the video and put pause, okay? I don't want to go too fast. No quiero ir tan de volada. Miss D's gonna go over the answers. Voy a darle la respuesta. Si no la tienes, it's okay. Just write it down with me. Si lo tienes, do a check mark. You did an amazing job. And I'm so glad that you guys are trying each day. The first one, write the sound ch. CH says ch. It's a digraph. The next one, write the sound ah, ah, ah. A says ah. The next one, the L blend, goal. The G and the L says goal. And then we're moving off to the another L blend. FL says full, full. The next one, la siguiente es una digraph. Son dos letras que las pones juntas y nomás hay un sonido, que es sh. SH says shh. And the last one, magic E. Magic E gives power to the vowel. The vowel say its name. Solo tienes que escribir así. E consonant. E says E. You have to write it that way because if you only write the E, si nomás escribes la E, entonces va a decir eh. Yo no quiero la E. I want E consonant. E says E. Good job, everyone. Let's move on to writing. I say, you say, finger spell. Write it down. This one, you guys are going to be writing some words. Van a estar escribiendo palabras. Okay, so if you want to go to the square, si quieres irte al triángulo, el cuadrado, y ahí vamos a comenzar, okay? En el número 1, write the word that says crib. Crib. Finger tap it conmigo. Cur. Crib. Remember? We learned our new skill. Cur. Cur. Crib. Now write it down. I'm gonna give you a couple of seconds. You guys are doing great. Crib. Okay. If you need to press pause to write it down, Misty's going to move on to the next word. Write the word that says drone. Escribe la palabra que dice drone. Finger tap it conmigo. D-er. Der. O. Drone. Oh, I hear the vowel say its name. What do you have to do at the end? ¿Qué tienes que hacer al último? Dr. O. Drone. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds there. 15 more seconds. You guys are doing great. We have 2 last words that we need to write, okay? Okay, that's good. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next word. Write the word bran. Dilo conmigo, bran. Put those together. Br, an, our glued word, an, bran. Okay, I'm gonna give you a couple of seconds there so you can write it down. And then we can do our last word, bran. Couple of seconds more, bran. Okay. Okay, let's move on to our last word. Your word, write the word that says crave. Escribe la palabra que dice crave. Dilo conmigo. Crave. Ahora hazlo finger tap. Cur. A. V. Crave. Do it again. Put it together. Cur. A. V. Crave. What do you have to do at the end? I hear the vowel say its name. What do you have to do at the end? Crave. Write it down. I'm going to give you guys a couple of seconds left. Crave. Crave. Okay, we're gonna move on. Ms. D's gonna go over the answers. Number 1 is crib. Crib. The second one, magic E at the end. Don't forget magic E. Number 3, brand. Number 4, put those together. Cur. Magic E at the end. Crave. There you go. You guys did amazing. You see, you did it. Lo hiciste. Si no lo agarraste bien, you still tried. You're still here, and that's all that matters, okay? Let's move on to fluency. Our fluency for this week is we're going to be going over the top to the bottom. Vamos a estar leyendo desde arriba a abajo y vamos a estar leyendo una oración. So I need you guys to just listen to Ms. D and practice it with me, okay? The first one, arriba, dice add, Brad. The second one says Brad has, that's a sight word. The third one dice Brad has a is a sight word. The fourth one, el cuarto, Brad has a drum. The fifth one, Brad has a drum in in. The fifth one, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The sixth one, the sixth sentence dice Brad has a drum in that's a sight word, the last one, read it with me. Brad has a drum in the crib. Now read it all together, okay? Read it like a sentence. Brad has a drum in the crib. Isn't that awesome? You guys did it. You guys did the whole lesson. Now let's move on to our last part. Our guided reading text. This is our last part. Es la última parte de nuestra lección. Let me read the title. Brent and the shrimp. Sure. Imp. Shrimp. By Miss Perkins. Si tienes este libro, if you have this book in your folder, take it out. Si tienes este libro en tu folder, sácalo. Si no lo tienes, está bien, nomás léelo conmigo aquí, okay? Read it with me if you don't have it. I'm gonna start off by asking some questions, okay? Have you ever gone on a trip with your family? In today's story, a boy named Brent goes on a tropical trip, meaning a trip to a warm beach in the tropics with his family. While on his trip, he goes diving to see life under the sea. There, he meets some interesting shrimp who love to serve food, and they invite him to come to their restaurant for a delicious meal and some relaxation. Read to discover how Brent's adventure unfolds or happens. ¿Alguna vez has ido de viaje con tu familia? En la historia de hoy, un niño llamado Brent se va de viaje tropical, es decir, a una cálida playa en el trópico, con su familia. Durante el viaje, bucea para ver la vida submarina. Allí conoce a unos camarones curiosos a los que les encanta servir comida y lo invitan a su restaurante para disfrutar de una deliciosa comida y relajarse. Lee para descubrir cómo se desarrolla o sucede la aventura de Brent. Let's start with the first. Okay, I'm going to start reading the first page. Brent went on a trip. Brent dove in a wave and went to a spot with big fish and much to see. I spot a strand of fish at the top and a sprig of wet shrub by a rock. This is such fun. So se mete al agua, Brent se mete al agua y mira un grande pescado y mira una roca y es muy divertido para él. Go to the next page. Voltea a la siguiente página. Then Brent came to a pod of shrimp. I must run, said Brent. Nope, said the shrimp. We want to chat with you. If we can't take you with us, then we can help you have a day with not a bit of stress. You will like it. Okay, said Brent. Y luego Brent se encuentra con unos camarones y luego dice, y debo de correr, están los camarones. Y los camarones dicen, no, nosotros queremos hablar contigo. Si nos dejas llevarte a un lugar donde no te estés estresando, te vamos a llevar. ¿Quisieras ir? Y dice Brent, sí. Dine with us. Strap in for a bite of the best grub. Not a scrap of it will be on your plate by the end. Brent bit it. Yum! He said, this is the best. Los camarones dicen, ven, vamos a comer algo aquí. Aquí te voy a dejar un plato y no vas a dejar nada en tu plato. Brent se comió el primer bite y dijo, ¡ay, esto está muy rico! Es lo mejor. Kick back, said the shrimp. Sip on this and let your stress melt. I have a strict mom, said Brent. She has not let me sip this. It is not fit for a kid. It can make me run much too fast. The shrimp gave a shrug. I can stride to the back and get a Sprite. Be back in a flash. So le dice el camarón, siéntate bien y relájate. Aquí te voy a dar coffee, se me hace que le está dando coffee aquí. Y dice el niño, no me puedes dar esto, mi mamá no me da. Esto me va a hacer que corra bien de volada, bien fast. Y luego dice el camarón, ok, pues, te voy a traer una soda Sprite, ahorita vengo. That Sprite hit the spot, Brent said. But look at the time, said the shrimp. You must scram. We must scrape and scrub your plate and get this spot in shape for the next pal. Hope you had fun. See you next time, Brent said. This was the best trip. Y luego dice, oh, esta soda está bien rica, el Sprite. Pero dice el camarón, mira el tiempo, te tienes que ir. Tenemos que limpiar el plato para la siguiente persona. Espero que tengas un buen día. que te divertiste. Y luego el Brent dice, ok, los veo la próxima, esto fue lo mejor. The end. Ok, vamos a hacer unas preguntas, ok? Tell me what happened in the story. ¿Qué pasó en la historia? Asegúrate que estás usando first, next, then, and finally. If your family members are next to you, si tus padres están enseguida de ti, diles de lo que pasó en la historia. Ok. La siguiente pregunta va a ser, ¿quién son los personajes de la historia? Who are the characters in the story? And what is the setting? ¿En dónde tomó lugar la historia? ¿Afuera, en el parque? ¿En dónde? Okay. Brent is part of the story. Good job. The shrimp. Good job. The setting. Ooh, it happens where? In a pool, the ocean. Okay. What elements or parts of this story are fiction, meaning pretend? ¿Cuál parte de la historia es imaginaria? ¿Y qué elementos de la historia, cuál elementos de la historia es real? ¿Qué piensas que es real? What is real in the story? And then the last question, la última pregunta. Look at page 1. Voltea a la página número 1. Find the word sprig. S-P-R, or blend, ig, sprig. In this book, a sprig is a small stem with leaves. What kind of sprig do you think Brent is finding underwater? So, el niño Brent está buscando este sprig. Sprig es una hoja, es un palito que tiene muchas hojitas. ¿Qué piensas que Brent está buscando abajo? Abajo del agua. ¿Cuál sprig está buscando? Okay. And that's about it. That's our guided reading text for today. I hope you guys had fun. I'm excited for tomorrow. I hope you have a nice day today, and we'll see you.